Hello, folks. Thank you very much for coming for the 28th virtual meetup. Today we will be having Siva and next a huge shout out to BrowserStack, our exclusive sponsor for all our community events and premier sponsor for conferences. Yeah, Siva, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear
perfect.
you.
Now I can see you also. Perfect.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, doing
Perfect.
well. Yeah, hello guys. Good morning, everyone.
Perfect. Shiva, you can share your screen, give us a quick intro about yourself, and then we are good to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Hope
Yes,
my screen is
yes,
visible.
your screen is visible.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hello everyone. Okay, coming to my. So, yeah, I would like to talk about myself quickly. I'm having around a decade of experience in software testing. So, mostly I was into automation in my entire career, worked with multiple tools and languages. And coming to mobile, today I'm taking the session, but I was working with mobile from past 10 years. When the Appium was baby, I started I luckily got a chance to work with Appium and exploring always with mobiles. I do a lot of challenges. Appium came with a lot of changes every time. It's keep on moving, upgrading, and it's like stable. It's like super stable now, I say, which is very good. And yeah, here is my LinkedIn. If you want me to connect there, Siva Kolli, that's my username. And I'm working in Qualizil as a test architect. Yeah, this about me. My qualifications you can see here, right? BTech and then post graduation in UK, and then masters in Vitspilani. Yeah, this is my education. I worked with companies like Nest Technologies, is my first company. Worked with Signity, worked with Tech Systems, Motivity Labs, and now I'm working with Qualizil. Yeah, this about me. So I would like to jump to directly to the agenda. So I have 1 hour of time, maybe less. Okay, I would like to at least show some of the challenges that nowadays, not nowadays, it's always the challenges. Everything is a challenge. I say. So, firstly, the challenges that we see, like web use, switching to the web use, it's okay. I don't say it's a big challenge, but switching to the browser when comes to Android and iOS. So it is always somewhat little bit pretty challenge because as a QA, as a coverage, when we want to give much coverage to the application on mobiles when it comes to automation. So let's say there might be links to the internal links and external links. So internal links always navigate to the web view. External link will be navigate to the separate on the browser. So so as part of coverage, if you have to do something on the external links, open that and verify the link is working fine. So these kind of things we need to do. And also somewhere like let's say I given the third point, we can see here native to native. So here switching to the browsers from native app. Okay, the nice one. And the next one is switching to native and validate this. Okay, let's say in an application, I will show this now anyhow. So let's say I want to switch to native application like a phone. I need to switch to the phone, and the phone I just make an appointment, like say simple application like booking an appointment to a doctor. So calling to that number and book the appointment. And after that, I want to switch back to my application after disconnecting the phone. So this kind of thing. So coverage in the automation. So a little bit it's a tricky, but nice to have a coverage, because we always in the automation as we have to do. So we need to have, like, I don't say 100% coverage, but whenever it is possible, if the tool can handle, okay, this kind of stuff, definitely we can add it in the coverage point, right? So, and some other things like swipes and cross scrolls, that will be covered. And long press, it's okay, the both are same similar. And inspecting the elements on the browser stack, which makes our job simple, this I will show. Okay, the inspector kind of thing, given little bit of stuff we'll see. Okay, so initially if I have to talk, so the mobile automation setup. Okay, I'll just go very quickly on this. So as I know, some of them are beginners or some of them are advanced guys are here, maybe already experienced with mobile automation. So, but I want to give quick review on the requirements. So I suggest Java 11. Okay, Java 17 is good to have. And okay, of course, Maven. Okay, this is of Java. Okay, so these two are common when we are working with Java, with Selenium or Playwright or any other tool. So when coming to the Node.js is mandatory for Appium 2.0. I mean, so we need to start the server from the terminal. So previously in Appium 1.x, we used to have like this kind of tool. So GUI, right? I don't know whether it is there here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so now it's not. We are not using that. And the next is Android Studio. We need to download the Android Studio and download relevant packages. Okay, for making the uh, Android emulator. Okay, so we need to have an Android Studio, and Appium Inspector is required. So for iOS we need to have an Xcode, um, and here also we need to download the relevant packages. The same, okay, same kind of stuff. Here I can make a note here. That's it. Okay, and we can make our own simulators. The type of the versions related things that we can do here. And coming to the environment, we need to have Java Home, Maven Home. This is common. And here Android Home. That will be after installations. We can see SDK folder. So from that's our Android Home and the build tools, platform tools, etc. to be added in the path. Okay. And the dependency is a Java client, where we can call it as Appium client also. But okay, the basic start. Okay, for setup, so the first step we need to do, install npm install, because after installing node.js, so npm install -g appium iterate next. So this will install your appium 2 point latest version into your machine. And then here, I here in appium 2, in appium 1 it is different, but in appium 2 we need to install specific drivers based on our requirement. So here I'm going with iOS and Android. So I need to install Appium driver, install XUID test for iOS, and Appium driver install UI Automator 2 for Android. Okay, this is uh, the basic structure. So the basic required things that we need to start up with automation, mobile automation using Appium. Okay, starting server, just say Appium server. That's it. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the basic capabilities. Okay, device name, platform version, platform name, and automation name. Yes, we need to have APK path or package name and app activity, all these things. Okay, I will quickly drive. Let me. Okay, meanwhile, it might take time. Let's see. If it's taking long time, I will just quickly switch to iOS. Yes. Okay, it's ready. Yeah, we have this ready. That's fine. Okay, now I want to. So this is a messaging application. Mm, okay, this is a messaging application. So if I want to inspect this, for example, where is my inspector? Yeah. So I want to give a simple. I want to show you the simple way of inspecting the elements using Appium. Just open the inspector, and after installing, so here, um, okay, I'll just show simple. You see here, I have the capabilities which are shown on the notepad, the same: device name, platform version, platform name, and automation name. Apart that, I don't have anything else here. You can see, right? So I select Appium server here. Okay, later we will see on the browser stack how we will do. So just say start session. So my server, hope this is already running. Okay, so now I can inspect this page here directly. So I don't need any APK or some kind of stuff to have to. If your APK is not there on the device, so then you need to have APK path and it will install directly on your device. So if it is already installed, so you can have like this. You don't need to have every time uh, all the device capabilities. So let's say now if I want to inspect the start button, so you can get all the details here in the right panel. So you can check. Okay, Here coming to the, okay, it's good to have. Here you see accessibility id is the most powerful locator, I say, for Appium, where it will be having on both iOS and Android. And id, you see, if you see id and resource id, both are same, but resource id is not a locator, but id is a locator. But you cannot use this id in the XPath, it doesn't support. And class name, this is okay, this is like a common to all the buttons, it will be like the same, so we don't need to use this. And XPath, I always suggest not to use XPaths. Better go and use UI Automator, where we can have here. Okay, we'll write simple locator and then we will move. Okay, so content desk is always similar to the same accessibility id. If accessibility id is not there here, okay, and you have the content desk, okay, this attribute here, you can use this attribute value as a directly accessibility id. Okay, this is the one. And text, and resource id, that you can use in, that I told, right? Automator, UI Automator. This is a powerful selector that we can use. I mean, to avoid the XPath. Okay, in some cases, definitely we need XPath. We need to use for native applications. CSS is not supported. So these are the overview of the locators. Okay, let's write simple. We'll take text. Okay, UI Automator, right? New UI selector dot text. One sec. Okay, that's it. Simple, we got the element here. Yeah, let's tap on this. We'll see it's able to tap, right? Yes, you see it's done the action there, right? So that's it. Okay, I'm not going much into deep into this. We have limited time, so let's close this and go back to the coding part. So the first one we will go with the iOS. So which is the major challenging one. So switching to the browser from native app. So I have the app. I got some test application. So this is an application where I give something. It's not typing. Okay. Okay. Submit. So I given wrong credentials. Then it goes and open the browser. Okay. It's opens the browser. This is a simple application a developer has done. So here I will be verifying the URL after switching to this. This is a browser. This Safari, right? So if I go back here, okay, so let kill this Safari, close. Simple. How we will do, we'll execute this. So this is a test. So the same capabilities I have given. Okay, the coming to the iOS capabilities, the same, but the automation name is different, XUID test, whereas in iOS, oops, close this. And so UI Automator too. Okay, that's the only difference. Apart this, everything is same. So the platform version, platform name, device name, and here it is. I have given some capability because we are working with the browser views. So that's the one, because if I'm working with the web views, so I can use this capability. We have one more test on web view, right? So, and I given the path of the application, and that's it. I launch the application. So these are all, this is for launching the application. And here I found, I'm just clearing and typing the value. uh, so username, password, and return key, and submit. Then I will be moving to the Safari. So let's execute and we will talk about the actual step, the code where the challenging code. So it's deleted, added, application is launched. Okay, password. Okay, now I've given wrong credentials, so it's opening the browser. So I need to verify. I mean, this is so iOS we cannot get sample applications. Yes, we have one sample application, but that is not having the browser view. It's having a web view. We will see the in the next step that one. So it's failed unsupported command. Okay, yeah, this is the one always we get. Let me close. Um, Oops, one sec. Okay, let me rerun. Okay. So this is simulator, right? So I need to. I did not give any reset or something. So it will be having. We need to close the application. Sometimes if it doesn't close, the good to have always the cleaned device um, just before the execution. So there we can see it found the web view and mobile web view has found. So I given just in the print statements. So we can see how the web view hyphen something the value, and it got the link and it came back, and it's verifying the something, the name of the title of the application somewhere. So now let's see what I did exactly. So after clicking the submit, so it's navigating to the browser view. So there I have given switch to web view. Okay, so this is very simple. I know we know, even in the browser, uh, also we'll be having how to switch to the web, multiple browsers or the browser. So get window handles the same way here we have to get context handles. So if it contains native app, those and switch to native app. If it contains web view, then switch to web view. There we can see the web view hyphen something. Okay. So if it contains, so then it's switching to the web view. The simple command is just driver dot context and pass that context value. That's it. Okay. Here, after that, I need to activate the app. I need to activate the Safari. So that's where another important thing. This is also supported by Appium. So activate app. So this is the package of, so package or bundle ID. In package, we'll call an Android and bundle ID in iOS. So this is a package of the Safari. Okay. Here we can see again I was giving the switch to web view because after activating, I'm again switching to the web view here. Okay, this is the best solution because if I remove any one of these switch to web view, it is not working. So I tried fixing this. So this is the best solution that I found so far to work for the switching to the browsers. Even I worked with Ruby, so that's again different solution. I don't need to give the switch to web view here just before the activating the application. But I don't know in Java this is the one it's working like this. Okay, then again after getting the URL, so you have to go back to the testing application, actual application, right? So that's what again activate the application by using the just pass the parameter, but the bundle ID of the test application. So that's it, and then switching to native again. You need to switch to native app, and then you're getting some message. Okay, that's to confirm that we are on the native application. Okay, this is how we switch to browser, and again coming back to the native application. Like we do some stuff on the browser, and again you can come back to the native application. This is the kind of testing there. Okay, now let's see another application. Switch to the web view. Okay, we have another application. This is our favorite application. Many guys knows this UI catalog application, where iOS testers know this. So here, what I'm doing exactly, switching to the web view here. Okay, this is the web view. So this is how to know that this is a web view. Okay, let me confirm you. Let me show Safari. Okay, go to develop. Here you can see. Here, if I click this, okay, I should get the, I should able to get the find the locators. Okay, now you see that somewhere here I'm there, exactly the text I'm getting. Choose another country. So as I told, right, our Appium don't support CSS selector. So I'm giving CSS selector to find the. So this is web view. On the web view is like what is native and what is a web. So web view is, so this link is part of the Apple. So that's why we are able to see it's open in the web view. I will show in Android because I don't have right thing on the iOS, but this is the one. So I get the CSS selector to find to get this text and validating that I'm switching to the web view. That's it. Let's execute this test. uh, UI catalog, yeah. So again the same capabilities, and I don't give, we don't need to find, this is very simple. So let it get execute. Here it's opened the web view. There it's waiting. It's loaded. I think I have given some hard sleep. So we got this choose country, another country or region to see the same text. We got this by using CSS selector. Here it is. Okay. So that's what this is possible. The CSS selector will work only on the web views or in the browsers, right? So now, so iOS part, I mean, these are the two scenarios. That's what I'm covering on the iOS part. So I want to close this thing. Um, okay, because many applications are open here. Okay, now let's go to the favorite Android. Even iOS is also very crazy. iOS, working with iOS is more, the challenge. More support will be for Android, and more solutions will be available on Android. Not, but iOS is, it's an Apple, it's a paid thing, and it's what limited. That's the only thing. But Appium supports everything there. We can do, even iOS developers also giving much things. We can get it from the Google, uploading files. These kind of things also possible. Okay, so let's execute simple test. Only this browser. Okay, switch to browser on Android. So this is the test. Let me run this test and then we will talk. Okay. So it will launch the same application. So this application is not having APK. Okay, I will explain once the execution done. Let it. Okay, it's already open. So it's went. Let's, so I'm sending some message. So it's an Appium URL. It's a little bit slow. No, emulators, working with emulators is something, it's always slowness will be there. So we need to use only when during the execution time. If you're having any cloud device, so it's good always to work with the clouds, because on Windows, it's again very big thing. I got the URL and I came back and I validate again the URL present over there. So it switched the browser and came back, right? So I given some wait time here. So again, mobile native view found here, and I'm doing long press and deleted. Okay, I'll explain the long press now. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So the test. So here the test. Okay, here also the same thing what we did on iOS, that was done. So here my application is not present. I mean, I don't have any APK. This is inbuilt application, right? I use the inbuilt application just to show how to automate the inbuilt applications. Even on iOS also we can do. We need to, but that is possible on the real devices. Okay. Uh, so these are the common capabilities. That is fine. And here if you see, the package I given the package how to get the package. So we need to have, I say, APK extractor. You can have some application there. You can download any application that is on the Google Play. If you download to your device, you can download from that. But I cannot show right now. I cannot connect my device, my phone here. And after this launching the application, I was activating the application because it doesn't need it here. I don't need to give this, but safer side I have given this, just to open the application. After that, starting the chat. Okay. Entering the phone number and all, right. Let's go back to the actual scenario after clicking the link. Okay, the Appium link there. So after clicking the link, we can see again activate app. So I'm activating the Chrome. So here I'm not switching anything here before activating. For Android, it's not required. um, then again, I was switching to the web view. So here I wrote direct method to switch to web view, and then getting the URL. That's what we did. And again, I want to come back to the main my application. So that's what I'm activating the app again. I have to give the package of the application, whichever the application. Okay, now the next thing we will see, native to native. So that will give you more clarity. And after switching, I did a long press. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you. uh, Switch to native view and see long press on the element. But before this, I want to show you the scrolling which I did in the previous test. No, this one. Okay, somewhere I have used okay, yeah, this is a scroll to the bottom, something, latest method I used. Okay, kept latest. Okay, let's understand this. Okay, it's a simple. It's iOS. This is very common to the both. Okay, here the driver only. It's just unity change, remaining all same. So here, let's say how to get the dimensions. So it's a window dot size. So it will, we need to get height and width of the device by using these methods. So you can see here, right. If you get the size, so that will return the height and width. So based on that, I'm doing some calculations. It's nothing there. Just say 0.7. So that's a height percentage I'm giving there. And start height. I mean, if it starts from zero on the top and it ends at the highest highest, the length of the height. So if it is one and it is 100, so I'm giving 70%. So start from here and do like this. Okay. So if I scroll from there to there, something like this. And the width x is always, because I'm scrolling from top to bottom. So then my x value remains the same, only y value changes. If I'm swiping from left to right or right to left, then the y value will be the same and x value will be changing, right. So like how it will be working. And then the important thing is, so this is the actual test. Okay. So after getting the x and y coordinates, start point and end point of the x and y coordinates. Um, so here finger input, the pointer input is a class where we use, like in the previous Appium one, where we have touch actions. So that those got deprecated now. So as of now they are working, but we don't know when they will remove that. Okay, better to move to the new methods that are supporting by Appium 2. So pointer input. So kind of action here. So it's a touch and it's a finger. So name we can provide thing. And sequence. This is like we say, uh, it's a kind of collection. Okay, you think it's a kind of collection. So I'm adding one by one. Okay, seek for the sequence object, I'm adding add action. Okay, you see multiple actions are adding here. So I'm talking about the sequence, which is you can consider this as a collection, um, like a list or a set kind of thing. So we're just adding the things which we want, into the collection. Let's think like that. So here I'm adding, the first point is I need to add xy coordinate. But if you see here, so I'm creating the create pointer move with 0 milliseconds. If I go to the pointer input class, you can see here, the method will be available here. So I need to provide, these are the parameters that I need to provide. One is the duration, one is a pointer input dot origin. Which type of origin? There is only two types. One is touch and one, sorry, yeah, and another one is viewport, and another one is touch something finger. Yeah, and I need to provide xy coordinates. That's it. Okay, let's go back here. Now if you see here, the same thing, the same I provided here, nothing else. Okay, the duration, pointer input, viewport, and xy coordinate. And again, if I come back to the action here, now this is also important here. If you see here, pointer input dot mouse button. Okay, it's like a mouse button, right? Let's say we are just clicking on the left mouse. Okay, that's press. Okay, and then I given some wait seconds, 600 milliseconds duration wait only. And then again, if you see, I'm moving to another point where I'm giving here start y, x comma start y, and x comma end y. So now hope you understand now. So I'm moving from there to here using these coordinates. That is main thing. And again, after this moving there, I need to release the mouse left button. If you see here, create pointer up. Okay, and then here again pointer down. If you see here, so pointer down with mouse left and pointer up with the mouse left. That's it. Okay, and keep all these things into the collection singleton list. So add all these things to this collection. So that will do one by one, and it will be done uh, as part of the order of the collection. Okay, so now let's move to the another test, interesting test. So this is on Android. This is again sample application, no broker application, which I taken from the Google Play. Let's execute this, and then again we will talk about this. Okay, so this is switching from native to native. Okay, this test. Okay, once let it get execute, and then I will explain you how I do this, how simple it is. And as part of coverage, everything whatever we are talking before, and every test, it's a part of the test coverage. We could not say, now we can say that everything that we can cover this kind of situations. I mean, we have the solution for everything, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this kind of pop-ups, right? Now we got an Android. So this kind of pop-ups, one second, it's navigating to the bottom of the screen. Okay, and then now it's opened the phone. Okay, it's a phone number actually. So it's given a ring, and it's disconnected, and then again coming back to the main application. Yeah, now we got no such element exception. Why? Because I know, you see here, that is not visible here. But the before, so this is the thing, that this is a very important thing on the mainly on the mobiles. So exactly which is visible only we can get the element. Okay, which is not visible here. This is not visible. We are just a call away. Okay, let's see the same element there. You see here, the UI automator, we are just text contains, we are just call away, element is not visible there. I mean, just before. Okay, so that's why it shows as no such element exception. We need to scroll till that element. Okay, so what I can do now, just say again, after switching back, I can give again, scroll to the uh, is this one, right? So in my test, I can again do, just say simple. Okay, one scroll. So then this test will be passed. Okay, what we did here, I'm just clicking on this phone button. Okay, it's now onto the phone. So I'm giving a ring. So I disconnected Joe, so I just can make a call. It can be any native application. So kind of you can upload the camera kind of thing or something. Okay, now I'm switching, like activating app, I'm switching to back to this, and I'm verifying that, to confirm that I switch back to my application. I'm confirming that number. Okay, to print that phone number. Okay, the same thing I will do again. I'll just run. So before that, I'm talking about the alerts. Okay, the alerts on Android can be handled by the locators only, but on iOS we can handle them directly by passing the capabilities. In Android, we have like accept auto grant accept alerts. This kind of things will be there. So now we got these are the alerts, so some kind of alerts. Okay, so but on Android we need to handle with the locators, but on iOS we don't need to handle the um, but yeah, now we got that screen fully. Okay, now it's disconnected and coming back. Now it's already visible. Yeah, it's moving because I given a scroll. Now we got the phone number, so my test got completed. Okay, now this kind, what is this kind of application is what I did exactly. Let's drive the code. So where is this? Is this? Yeah. Okay, I given the method here. Okay, first I'm just clicking on some continue button, and while using the app, allow, again allow, uh, something. I'm scrolling till that element is displayed and click on that element. Okay, if that element is displayed, just break, else scroll. I kept in the loop. Then it's move to the phone application dialing pad. You can see dial pad, click. I given weights because to have that visibility of understanding. Else it will be like just click click click, because it will be native application, right? It will be little bit faster, so we cannot see that what is happening there. So after ending call, I want to switch back. We know that, right? Activate app is the one where we can switch to our again our the parent application, switching back to the application, and then need assistant is displayed. That is what this element, now that is closed. It was quit, right? No, it's there here. Yeah. So then again, after that I did again scroll, because we got first time we got some issue. So I given a scroll, and then we are just a call away the button where we are getting the phone number. Okay, now another important thing. uh, so most of the things, I mean, these are the challenges. So hope we covered on Android and iOS, switching to browser, and again back to native application, switching to the web view, that is covered on iOS. On Android, again switching to the browser we covered, and again on Android we covered switching to native application to native application. Okay, the same thing can be done on iOS, but on iOS it's again the biggest challenge. So we need to have the proper, it can be done on the real device, because this is my simulator. Maybe I need to have kind of stuff, the applications related information. So that's, I did not do that. I will try in the next time. So now let's say inspect the elements on the browser stack. Okay, so let's say we are on the how to inspect the application on the browser stack. Okay, let's say maybe I'm having something browser stack server. Okay, so if you see here, again all the things are same, all the four capabilities, and here the part, the okay, I am not using, I won't use APK, but here we need to have this app path, where for browser. So when to execute on the browser stack, let's say, let me open the browser stack first. So here, this is my browser stack. So if I go to, I have an account, sample account. You can see here something I have, so already my minutes are finished. This is another account. So you can just create sample accounts. You will get 100 minutes. So if you go to account profile, so there you will get your go to my profile. So here you can see the username and access key that's we need for the browser stack. Okay, so that's what I create. I given here username and the access key. Okay, and how to generate this. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, if you have Postman, we can see a simple kind of learning, uploading an application. So here we need to upload an application to the browser stack. I mean some endpoint. Okay, we'll see that how to do that. Okay, I just have already ready with that. So upload file, that is there. So this is my endpoint. Okay, how to upload an application to the browser stack. So authorization, yes, go to authorization, basic auth. Okay, I need to provide my username and the access key. Okay, that's it. And go to body, and you need to select form data here, and it should be the key value is file, and the value, the application which I want to so just provide the upload here. Upload file from the, and do just click. Now it will generate. Yeah, you see it's generated something ID. Okay, this value we need. Okay, just have this value, and go to Appium inspector. and give the same here. Okay, let's give an edit. I can give here. That's it. Yes, save it. And now start session. Let's see. So this session also will be starting here. If you go to app automate, here we'll get, okay, so something you can see here, a session is started in the parallel threads, one thread is running. We don't need to bother about this, but we can see that we should see the, it will be like how we inspect the real device or the emulator, the same way we can see. Okay, now I want to get the locators will be the same. Okay, let's click, let's take this. Okay, I'll take this resource id. Okay, finding how to find the resource id. So this will be the common package. Why I want to show you this? So this is common, so I'm taking the actual resource id. So go there and select your ui automator, the favorite selector, ui selector dot resource id matches. Okay, because I'm taking partial value, right? I'm not taking full value, so I need to give regular expression. That's it. Let's search. So we got it. Here it is highlighted, you see, and just tap on it. Okay, so it should navigate to the next page, right? We are getting, right? So we are able to do that actions, right? So here I don't have anything on the device, so nothing to do with the device here. Okay, that's what it is doing there on the, um, this is on the browser stack. If you go, you can have the video also. You see here, you can see the same thing, right? Okay, so this is how we do on the inspect elements on the browser stack. Okay, how to execute the test? Okay, this is my last thing. Okay, the time is going to 5 minutes. Okay, I'm closing this. Okay, let's go and see the simple test. Execution on the browser stack. Okay, what are the required things? We know, right? We already spoken about the thing. We need to have the, instead of apk path, you see here in the top I have given, instead of apk path, I'm giving this, the app id which is generated by the browser stack, which is provided by the browser stack, and I'm giving the app package and app wait activity. That's what we already given for the same thing. And browser stack options. Okay, using hash map. So here, if you see something, desired capabilities. Okay, now we are not using desired capabilities, we are using ui automator, two options for android and xuit options for the ios. Okay, instead of, if you see here, this is actual thing that we used for the local execution. If it is in the browser stack, if you want to execute on any cloud, okay, then give https. After that we need to provide the username and the access key, and this is a browser stack, right? hub.browserstack.com. If it will be lambda test, maybe it's hub.lambdatest.com, something like that. If it is source lab, the same. Okay, so again, similar, everything is similar. I am not changing any. So here the test is simple. Let's watch the execution. Let's go to browser stack and see whether the execution starts. Yeah, it started. Now you can see here. Okay, let me move. So there is a, so this is a free account, and there is a, to debug interactively, set interactive debugging capability. So we can actually, we can interact with the application in the runtime as well. For the, because when we are checking the issues, we need to debug. So in this kind of situations, we need to interact. It's like a real device, how we do on the simulator or the real device. So that kind of stuff is also provided. So the test is completed, and we can watch the video. Any questions, guys? Hope I covered everything. So it's yeah, so within the time I completed. So hope I can share this code. So I will paste in the channel. Okay, I'll paste in the chat where you can have a look. Okay, the entire code. all these tests for your reference. Um, so any questions I can answer? Session by Prod. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to question and answer session. Yeah, if we use the first question with if we use UI Automator to identify the elements, then how to see the same gonna work with? No. On iOS, we'll be having iOS chain class and iOS predicate by the predicate string. Okay, these are the two powerful locators for iOS. And can we get sample code for Appium? Definitely, I will paste the repository, entire repository that I worked here. I'll paste in the chat. Okay, from where we can download these APKs. Yes, okay. Use APK extractor that you can get it from the Google Play. From that, install that. From that, we can have, if you do open, or else I will give some screenshots in the repository somewhere. You can do that. How can we use keyboard? The keyboard keys on iOS. Keyboard keys on iOS. We don't. I mean, iOS support the keyboard actions directly, but on Android we have that actions. Keyboard actions can be done, but iOS we can directly get the keyboard. We can inspect the keyboard. Okay, which is not possible on Android. How can it the troubleshoot and resolve common issues encountered during setup WebDriverIO? Yes, this is a perfect thing. Yeah, this is for iOS real device. What I will do, I'll make a note of this. I have the solution for this. I will add in the README file or some notes in the same repository. You can find Vishnu. I will add that. While inspecting a native app, I could not tap on the input field after showing a drop down with the search field, but Appium Inspect was not getting this drop down anywhere. Yes, maybe the drop down belongs to the auto pop up, sorry, auto populating data. So, yes, we cannot get that. There is a solution. Unfortunately, we don't have that thing. Yes, we can do that. Okay, it's a tricky kind of thing using action keys, using keyboard actions we can do. Another way to automate iOS apps from the Windows. Yes, you can use the browser stack that I told, right? You can use that directly, and there is Appium Studio also. You can use there. You can use that. Yeah. Okay. Is it possible to use following and predicting? Yeah. That kind of stuff there is possibility, but not exactly access kind of thing. But there is like a kind of child, like how it is in CSS, right? We follow the forward actions that is possible there in UI Automator using child, going to the child elements. That kind of thing is possible. Hope I answered all the questions. Yeah, thanks everyone, guys.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Siva. And we close our session by not saying bye. We say happy testing. So you can say happy testing to the.
Okay, yeah, okay. Happy testing, guys. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I will
Perfect.
be joining the guest.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone, guys. Thank you so much.